Color guard. Oh.
Well, go ahead, Craig. Go from there. If you want to move up, that's fine. Go up steps, though. Joe, go all the way down. Close the ranks up.
On behalf of the Michigan Historical Commission, the Sesquicentennial Commission, and our partners in the Civil War Sesquicentennial year, we welcome you here on this occasion, the 150th anniversary of Major General Richardson's death. And we're also honoring today here those heroes that are buried in Oak Hill that died in the Civil War. I'd like to express my deep appreciation to the Campbell Richmond American Legion Post from Clarkston, Cook Nelson American Legion Post from here in Pontiac, and representatives from the General Israel B. Richardson Camp 2, Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War. In honor of our occasion today, we do have a proclamation from the mayor of the city of Pontiac, and I'll make this available to all the Richardson. We'll make a copy. We'll get copies to you. And basically, it just says, "Now, therefore, I, Leon B. Yokowski, mayor of the city of Pontiac, do hereby proclaim that we are gathered here today on the occasion of the 150th anniversary of Major General Richardson's death. Let this Pontiac citizen represent all Oakland County soldiers who bravely paid the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms that we hold and enjoy today." I think we did a little handout. Jack Dempsey, who is president of the Michigan Historical Commission and the author of Michigan in the Civil War, prepared for us a recollection, a reenactment of death and the funeral. So, Jack, you want the microphone?
Sure.
Sure. Jack has some remarks.
Perfect. No more?
No, it's fine.
Thank you all for coming. Most Americans have no idea of the burden that our armed forces and their families have carried. So said a member of our Michigan National Guard a decade after 9/11 and his deployments to the Iraq and Afghanistan theaters. Israel B. Richardson shouldered that burden. In April 1861, within a fortnight of the first assault on the Stars and Stripes, he volunteered services to Michigan on behalf of the nation. As a West Point graduate and foreign war veteran, the 45-year-old farmer knew well what he was risking. His distinguished military record included 2 citations for gallant and meritorious conduct. A country torn in two desperately needed Richardson's devotion. Soon after, he was promoted to Brigadier General, United States Volunteers. The next year, on July 4th, Richardson attained the rank of Major General, U.S. Volunteers, the highest by a Michigander during the Civil War. 3 months later, on the afternoon of September 17th, at the Battle of Antietam, while personally leading the Union breakthrough against Confederate forces at the Bloody Lane, Israel Richardson was struck down by hostile fire. During the next 47 days, he lingered in hospital. His young wife, they had been married less than 18 months, stayed by his bedside in the forlorn hope of nursing him back to health. 150 years ago, this very evening, at 7:30, Israel B. Richardson breathed his last. Francis was left alone to care for their 7-month-old child. Richardson's interment here brought out an immense concourse of fellow citizens to pay their solemn respects. The slow, measured tread of the procession, the solemn dirges of the band, the sullen booming of the cannon served as melancholy requiem on that 11th day of November. Those he had led into battle also keenly felt the loss. One soldier summed up the rank and file opinion in a letter home. "We are proud of his name. He was a brave man, and one we shall always remember. I felt as if my best friend was gone when we got word that he was dead." He did not die in vain. Founded on the Union victory at Antietam, the President of the United States soon decreed that enslaved Americans would throw off their shackles and, like Fighting Dick Richardson, they too would defend their flag. Within days, the 1st Louisiana Native Guard mustered in as the first all-black regiment in the Union Army. Together with their comrades from Michigan and other states, they pressed on to final victory. Richardson perished, but his sacrifice ensured the nation he fought for would not. The question down to this day is, would remembrance of Israel Richardson, who he was and what he did, perish also? We are met here today during this Civil War sesquicentennial to remember. We are here to venerate him who shall have borne the battle, and his widow, and his orphan. The philosopher theologian Ambrose of Milan said well, "No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks." Today, we have fulfilled that duty. But our calling does not end this single afternoon. It remains for us today and tomorrow and forevermore to preserve memory of Major General Richardson and of his bereaved family, to cherish all who, like he, stepped forward in the holy cause of preserving and advancing liberty, and to uphold our undying responsibility on behalf of that great cause for which he gave the last full measure of devotion. Thank you.
Bacano, John Stevens, John Leiterness, John French Jr., Richard Dick Whitehead, John C. Chamberlain, Luther M. Goodwin, E. H. Frost, Philo G. Durkee, William L. Rose, Arthur D. Pierce, John H. Perron, James Ladd, Truman A. Parkhurst, George Howell, Townsend C. Birdsley, Hamilton Davis, Israel B. Richardson, Moses Wisner, Charles Verhees, Percy L. Leggett, Tenador Miller, Samuel Pierce, Aaron O. Young.